All right, so I'm gonna get this strained, rinsed, and in my pot, and then,
Wow. Just wow.
ow.
What makes your garden grow? Water and sunshine. What makes your spirit grow? Knowing that she'll be mine.
Good morning, Bobo. Good morning, friends. Welcome to Freedom Homestead. I'm Tangie. My face looks very full this morning. Thought I would do, or attempt to do, a day in the life. Haven't done one of these in a while. I've been awake since 3:30, and that's not fun. I'm coming out here to check on my girls. See, they're all ready. So, I'm gonna be bringing them some scratch. I also have their water. This has some Bragg's apple cider vinegar in it, and I'm gonna get them watered and check for eggs. I'm hoping there's some, but probably not. I don't know. The girls are very curious today. They are like right on my heels. All right. What y'all doing? The inside of their coop, and I don't see any eggs. They tipped their food over. That's not good. Okay, so to share with y'all a little bit, well, this morning, since I've been up so long, I have been researching fire cider. It is the end of September. The music is up loud. Probably should have started fire cider a while back, but I didn't. I'm going to make fire cider today. Of course, I'm gonna get started on work here in just a few minutes. Here you go, girls. They've been working on some compost for us. They've got, I think they've pretty much eaten down all they want. So we'll probably have Parker come out here and get these vines and take them over to the burn pile, because I don't think the chickens really like that. Do you, girls? All right, so it's time for me to get to the office, aka the kitchen table. I've also edited my grocery haul video, so that's going to be going up probably tomorrow. And then tonight we have our Monday Night Live. Jack is off today, and so I know he and Parker are going to go get their haircuts. They're calling for rain. Jack is hoping to mow before the rain comes. After I start work, I'll probably work for a couple of hours, then take a 10-minute break and come out here and pick the herbs and the jalapenos that I'm going to use in the fire cider. So let's get some more coffee, and then it's time to go to work.
Good morning, Bo in Georgia. Good morning. Oh, yeah, you're a good one, aren't you? Yeah. Hey, everybody, good morning. This is Jack, and I got my coffee, and I just come outside to check the weather and see how the day was going. And of course, Tangie told me that we are going to do a day in the life. So from my side of things, I'm getting my son up, and we're gonna go get our hair cut today. So it's time for both of us to get our hair cut, and then I have to run to town. I've got to get a grease gun. That's something I've been wanting to get for a while. Of course, you need something like that to just maintain lawnmowers and different types of bearings, maybe on your vehicles. If you have any kind of farm machinery or anything like that, you know how important it is to keep everything maintained and lubed up and stuff like that. So I'm going to get a grease gun, and then I think we have to make another stop. Just my son's growing like a weed. He's growing so fast, and we We can't keep him in clothes. We're gonna stop and see if we can grab him something real quick. Just another change of clothes, some more pants, something like that. Some blue jeans, and then we gotta head back home and try to get this yard mowed here. It's supposed to rain today. You can tell it's getting cloudy. So I hope we can get there early, get everything done, get our chores done, get back here and try to get everything mowed before the rains come. They say it's really not supposed to rain bad until this afternoon. We'll see.
I'm working. I've been working now for about an hour. If you are new around here or you're not totally sure what I do, I am an executive administrator and transaction coordinator for a real estate agent. Basically, that means that I keep things running from an admin perspective. I also make sure that our contracts are in compliance, and I coordinate the closings and things like that. So it's a fun, sometimes stressful job. What I'm doing right now, I am contacting a closing attorney to make sure that they have all of the information that they need for a closing that we have coming up. And yeah, so I just refilled my coffee, and I did take a minute and I've got cold and flu season on the brain, so I mentioned that today I'm going to be making fire cider. I also went ahead and ordered the few things that I need to make elderberry syrup. So I ordered some dried organic elderberries, whole cloves, and organic cinnamon sticks. So hopefully I'll be getting those in the next few days, and I can start making that. And I also ordered some doTERRA On Guard cleaner from Concentrate. So hopefully in the next week or so I will have all of those, and we can start being on the offense for cold and flu season. Actually, Jack's parents both have a cold. His dad has actually had a cold for the last few weeks. They did test him for COVID. He tested negative. Talking to him yesterday and knowing that he's been sick, and we can't afford to get sick. So I just want to make sure that we're on the offensive, that we're eating healthy, that we're taking our preventatives. So I'm going to work a little bit longer, and then I'm going to go out and pick my herbs that I'm going to use in my fire cider.
Okay, so we're on the road. We just got our hair cut. You're looking sharp. But anyway, the whole plan about mowing the yard today is gone because it's raining. But we are at Harbor Freight, going in to get the grease gun and a few other things, and then off to another errand. Just getting stuff done today.
So what I'm going to use is rosemary and thyme. I know I could use others, but that's the ones that I'm going to use. So I'm going to run over here to our peppers and grab a few jalapenos. All right, some good ones. I got a little bit more. That should be good. That should be good enough. Going back to the house, get back to work. Okay, so we're back in. We've got our rosemary, we've got our thyme, we've got our jalapenos, and over here I have some pinto beans that have been soaking in acidulated water overnight, and that's going to go in the crock pot with a ham steak here in a few hours. So that is going to be our supper, and this is going to be our medicine. I also wanted to show you this really quick before I get back to work. Last night I canned up some sweet pickled, or this is bread and butter jalapenos. We got the idea, we had gone to a barbecue place for lunch, and I had ordered some barbecue tacos. They served on the side sweet pickled jalapenos. It's not the same as cowboy candy. But anyway, it was so good that Jack and I ate what they brought me, and then we asked them to bring us some more, and we ate all of that. It was so good. I got 6.5 pints of that, and this is just the leftover pickling brine. when I get enough jalapenos to do another canning session, I'm just going to make more because I know we're going to love this and I know that we're going to go through every bit of it. So anyway, super excited. All right, so I am now on lunch break. I worked on marketing today. I'm also learning a new system. My brain is already tired and it's not even noon yet. So yeah, now I am going to, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go through my jars here that I canned. Get them cleaned up, labeled, test the seals, and get them down in the basement. And then I am going to put our dinner in the slow cooker, and then I'm going to make some fire cider.
What makes your garden grow? Water and sunshine. What makes your spirit grow? Knowing that she'll be mine. Tater bug, eating my potatoes. Tater bug, going my tomatoes. Tater bug, what makes you so hungry? Tater bug, eating all my money. What makes your garden grow? Water and sunshine. What makes your spirit grow? Knowing that she'll be mine.
Okay, so I just put together some fire cider. I've got about 4 jalapenos in there, a lemon, some rosemary, lemon balm, thyme, onions, ginger powder, peppercorns. I think that's all I've got in there. Anyway, I just gave this a good shake. This is a half-gallon size jar, so I gave this a good shake. Oh, and I've got garlic, homegrown garlic in there. So yeah, I'm gonna put this in my dark cubby over there and then shake it every day for the next 4 weeks. Then we'll strain it, add some honey, and then we'll have a good preventative tonic on hand to prevent the family from getting sick, hopefully. Guys, my lunch break is almost over and I haven't eaten yet. So haven't I haven't even eaten yet. All right, so I'm gonna get supper going. These are, like I said, pinto beans that I've had soaking overnight with a little bit of apple cider vinegar in there to help break up those phytates that causes everybody to have bubbly bellies. All right, so I'm gonna get this strained, rinsed, and in my pot, and then,
Wow. That's wow.
ow. And then I've got a ham steak. We're gonna put that in there with some water. I'm gonna have I'm going to have this jalapeno, put it in there for some spice. I'm gonna add bay leaf, some salt, and maybe some garlic powder and onion powder. Okay, I wanted to show you guys, I got some organic garlic powder in bulk that I found on Amazon. I'm always running out of garlic powder and onion powder, so I just decided to buy it in 1 pound increments, and I'm loving having this much. Okay, so I've got my beans, my jalapenos, onion powder, garlic powder. Like I said, I'm gonna throw in some bay leaves, some water, some pink Himalayan sea salt, and the ham steak.
Hey, how about that? So we're back home and it is raining out here. In my garage, you can probably hear the rain. I don't know if you can hear the rain hitting the metal roof or not, but so plans changed. I'm not going to get to mow today. It is supposed to be dry the next 2 or 3 days, so I'll just have to do that after work one day. What I am going to do is take care of some maintenance on my lawnmower here. This is a John Deere 757 lawnmower, and let me show you what I've got. So I just picked this up at Harbor Freight, pistol grip grease gun. Here it is right here. And I'm just going to grease some of the fittings on the mower. Now, on this particular mower, it's got a fitting right here up front and right here up front. And then it's got a grease fitting right here, right down here, and then another one right in the center here. Okay guys, so I've got these covers. I'm going to take those off, and these grease fittings, before you put grease in them, you just want to clean them really good. You don't want any dirt or a piece of grime or anything to get down in when you start pumping the grease into these fittings. So you want to just clean the fittings really good. This is a John Deere 757. It's more of a commercial rod and lawn mower, 60-inch cut, but it's got 3 blades, and on each blade it's got the the pulley. There's bearings in here. These grease fittings, to keep them greased up, is just going to allow the life and less wear and tear, and make this last a lot longer. And front, the bearings where the front wheels are always turning. So once you clean these, and by the way, I showed you the grease gun. Grease gun and a tube of grease was actually less than 20 bucks for this entire tool. So this just fits over that fitting, and you start squeezing, and I'm going to start pumping the grease in. Sometimes it's 3 or 4 squeezes, sometimes it's 10 or 15. You'll know it's full when you start to see the grease kind of squeegeeing out or squishing out around the bearings and around the top. So we'll see how many this takes. It has been a very long time since I have greased this up. And I'm assuming that the grease is coming through. Again, this is a brand new tool, so it may need to be getting the air out of it. Okay. Now let's take this off. Let's try to get the front one here, and let's see how this does. Let me get a rag and clean it just a little bit. And we're just going to do all of these fittings the same way. I probably should have bought 2 or 3 tubes of grease. Now that I've got this grease gun, there's probably going to be a lot of other stuff that I'll want to maintain. I'll show you up close. You can see how the grease is beginning to kind of squeeze out around the bottom. So that one's full, the other one is full. I've gotten all 3 of these fittings, so they're all greased up. And that's how you take care of greasing up the fittings on your mower. There's also grease fittings under vehicles, tractors, all the farm equipment you've got. It's really important to maintain this stuff. So now that I've got this done, that's another thing I can knock off my list for today. And it's time to go inside and grab a little bit of lunch.
Alright guys, it is lunchtime, and I am having a ham and cheese sandwich with homegrown tomatoes, one of our last tomatoes out of the garden. This is just some lettuce and baby spinach that we had for a salad. And I've got some mayonnaise on there, some salt and pepper. I'm gonna cut it in half, have some tortilla chips, and get back to work. All right, it is right after 5 o'clock, and my beans are still not done. So I turned the Instant Pot, or the pressure cooking function on, and I'm just gonna pressure cook it for 10 minutes. That's like, how do you soak for 12 hours and then cook for 5 hours and then still not be done? That doesn't make sense. Okay, so that's going. The tea is done. I gotta finish the tea and I'm gonna make some cornbread.
What you making, honey?
I'm making cornbread.
Making cornbread. What's in the Instapot?
Pinto beans.
Pinto beans. We're gonna have beans and cornbread tonight for supper.
Yeah. And if anybody's wanting to know what I'm doing, like Jackie did, I am putting, this is homemade yogurt, and I'm putting it in our cornbread mix. This is a good alternative if you don't have buttermilk. It really makes the batter lighter, much like buttermilk would. And I'm just adding some milk to it.
So we're getting ready for supper, and after supper we've got our live show tonight.
Hello. So that 9 minutes of pressure cooking worked. I did 9 minutes of pressure cooking, and then I let it do a natural pressure release. Trying to find the other bay leaf. Whoop, there it is. All right, so I've got my cornbread in the oven. So just waiting for the cornbread to get done. I'm gonna sit down in a comfy chair because I haven't done that all day. So I'm looking forward to chilling out. My brain is mushy. Been awake since 3:30, up since 5. And then I worked an hour over. So yeah, I'm ready to relax. But it's been a good day. I should probably wait longer because it's barely been 24 hours since I canned these. But I am too excited and I wanted to have them now. I'm gonna try not to get too many. Maybe a little bit of the juice there. Maybe a couple more jalapenos. Whoops, well, okay, that's enough. All right, hopefully that wasn't a mistake. Let's find out. It's good, but it definitely needs to sit longer. It's good, but it'll definitely get better as it sits in that brine. But anyway, very good. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up our day in the life because we're actually getting ready to go live. And so
Right.
You can see we've got our light over there, and we've got our camera right there, and he's pulling it up on Facebook or on
Facebook.
Instagram.
This is YouTube.
YouTube.
This is YouTube. That's YouTube.
And we've had our dinner. I
It's
think
very good.
and Ruger, I don't know what she's doing. She's bothering Georgia as usual.
I'm already fed on. Supper was good, and I'm thinking after we get done with our live YouTube, probably another bowl.
Really?
While
I'm going to bed.
I did have to do a couple of loads of laundry because I'm working the rest of the week and I wear a uniform for work. So while I'm finishing up that, I'll probably be snacking a little on beans and cornbread, and hopefully it won't keep me up all night.
Yeah, and I mentioned at the beginning that I've been awake since 3:30. So I did take a little cat nap.
Yeah, probably half hour.
Probably about a half hour.
About 30 minutes.
But I'm ready. I'm ready for bed. So when we get done,
So ready?
I'm gonna go to bed. He's gonna eat beans, fold laundry. So anyway, guys, until next time, remember to be vigilant, be prayerful, and be prepared. And we gotta get prepared for our live show. So